What's going on, you guys? Theo here again with the big review, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Grand Summoners crossover roadmap that was released earlier this week and kind of get into what we can expect going forward, not just this week with the upcoming RE0 collab, but also into the early half of next year. So we're just going to kind of go through this roadmap update, and then we'll go through the various other updates, including the different characters, and we'll talk about whether or not they are worth your crystals. So kind of kicking it off here, we're looking at the roadmap now, and we're just going to kind of read through this, but you're basically going to be looking at the RE0 crossover coming up here on December 11th, which should be this Friday, and it is going to contain 4 different characters, and I know a lot of people really enjoy this anime. I personally have never played it, or watched it rather, but we'll go ahead and take a look at these on their own merits and see if they're worth it. But you'll be able to get one of the 4 RE0 units for free, featuring Amelia, Rem, Ram, and Beatrice. So we are going to be getting a crossover guaranteed ticket on the first day of logging in. So on the first day, on Friday, when this drops, you'll be able to log in, pick up a hero summon ticket, and then be able to get one of these 4 characters. So that is really cool that they're bringing that back with this update, just like the rest of the collabs. Hopefully you guys get lucky and get the character that you want. Join RE0's heroes in an epic 2-part event. So this will be broken up into 2 parts, as we'll see as we get further into this. They basically have separated Rem and Ram, and then also Beatrice and Amelia will be in their own update coming later on in the month. So you'll be able to farm the crossover event for RE0 equips. So unlike some collabs in the past, this collab you'll actually be able to farm and then build the different true equips, which will be nice. It's a nice crystal saver there, so that'll be something that a lot of you guys will want to take advantage of. And yes, you will be able to grind these characters up to 120 luck, which with the recent luck update is definitely something you're going to want to take advantage of. There's also going to be a corresponding raid event coming up to turn those event equips into true equips, so we'll get into that more here in a moment. And then, of course, you'll be able to summon the heroes as well as their limited equips. And then we're also going to be getting a GS holiday party and 3rd anniversary celebration event as well. So a lot of stuff going on here. This will go ahead, you'll be able to see the login bonuses that you'll be able to get. As you can see there, highlighted the day 1 guaranteed 5-star ticket for one of these crossover characters. You'll of course have a story event, of course part 1 here, and then Rem and Ram will be the first 2 of the 4 units released. So that is going to be the first part of the event. Before we get into the second part though, I do want to show you guys the first 2 characters, and we'll kind of get into them. So let's go ahead and scroll down here. So first up we're going to have Ram, and she is going to be a Earth character, and she's going to have her on her true arts Alfura. It's going to be 32,000 Earth damage magic and negate all allies damage taken for a total of 4,000 for 35 seconds, and an additional negation for own defensive strength. So the higher her defense, the more you will get out of that negate damage. And then on her regular arts, she has clairvoyance, 13,000 earth damage magic, reduces weak elemental damage taken by all allies by 40%, and increases freeze resistance by 100% for 15 seconds. Also recovers from freeze. And then you have her normal skill, Ulfura, is going to be 14,000 earth damage magic and reduces enemies attack by 10% for 6 seconds. So that is Ram. You can see her stats there, and her abilities are going to be as follows. You have Arrogant and Sharp-Tongued Maid, sounds like quite the lady. Own Arts gauge up by amount of own luck when quest starts, and then her second ability, Accuracy level 1, accuracy 10% up, and then evasion rate up level 1, evasion rate 5% up. So that is going to be Ram. She's pretty decent, definitely not the star of the banner. That would actually be her counterpart, at least in my opinion, which is going to be Rem. So Rem is going to be a water type unit, and she is going to have on her true arts Sound of Chains, 52,000 water damage physical, increases crit damage by 80% and autofills arts gauge by 3 for 50 seconds by costing 2% of own max HP. Then you have her normal arts, which is all Huma, 15,000% water damage magic, increases own attack by 30% for 10 seconds. And then her normal skill, 1300% water damage magic, increases damage to enemy by 10% for 5 seconds. So she is going to have damage ramp, and it is all going to stack. She looks really, really good, really, really strong. She actually is going to be Arts Gen EX3, I believe. So that actually means that she can stack her Arts Gen with anybody. So definitely, in my opinion, this is going to be the character that you are going to want to go for. But on her abilities, she has Polite Yet Cheeky Maid. Her crit rate is 100% up when own HP is 50% or more. Then her second ability is Revenge Level 1, where she autofills her arts gauge by 1 when near death. And then Beast Killer Level 3, damage to beast 30% up. So basically with Rem, she is going to be at the cost of her own HP, giving you all sorts of bonuses. She's a really good character, and definitely, in my opinion, the one that you are going to want to chase. So now that we have gotten that out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of this roadmap here. So scrolling down, on December 21st, we were going to be getting the second part of the collab. And again, we are going to have a second part to the story. And then Amelia and Beatrice will be introduced. We're also going to have a raid event, which again, we can craft the equipments for these characters. Now, each of these equipments is basically going to have a chance to get a random buff associated to it when you craft it, I'm assuming. And actually, they did release the details on that, where you will actually be able to take a look at this. So basically, you're going to get the recipe for the true equip sent to your gift box, and then you'll be able to enhance and limit break the event equips to the max level. Whenever you enhance and limit break the event equips, then in quest or in the crossover event to the max level, you'll collect the materials, and then you'll be able to create the true equips. Once you've done that, which you can see the true equips down here, which we'll go over here in just a second, they will have random effects associated, as you can see here. So looks like for Rem's Morningstar, for example, you'll have the ability to either get attack level 1, which is attack 5% up, defense level 1, 5% up to defense, so on and so forth. So looking pretty darn good. And actually, if we scroll down here, we can see that it looks like these are going to be different for each one. So each one's going to have a couple of different ones that they can get from the others. So yeah, this is going to be what keeps you playing on this collab and keeps you coming back, so that you can min-max and make sure that you get the proper effect for whatever character it is you're trying to build. So let's go ahead and take a look. Speaking of Beatrice and Amelia real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at them. So you have Amelia here. She is going to be water, and she is going to have Forest of Ice. So 40,000% water damage magic, high chance of inflicting ultimate freeze, reduces enemies' water resistance by 70% for 10 seconds if the enemy is ultimate freezing with this true arts. And then she has on her normal art Icicle Line, 14,000% water damage magic, increases all allies arts gauge by 20, reduces all allies damage taken by 20% for 15 seconds. And then on her normal skill, you have Ice Fang, 1600% water damage magic, chance of freezing enemy, increases own art gauge by 30 for a freezed enemy with this skill. And then, of course, her stats and her normal passives. You have ability 1, Contract with the Great Spirit, HP auto recovery by 100, all allies crit damage 50% up, only once. Her second ability, Freeze Resistance level 5, freeze time reduction and freeze evasion rate 50% up. And then finally, Seal Resistance level 5, seal time reduction and seal evasion 50% up. So that is going to be Amelia. She's pretty good. She's a debuffer. I'm not the biggest fan of debuffers myself. Some people love them though, and I can see people definitely wanting to go for this one. So, hey, world's your oyster. Go for it if you like, but in my opinion, not the one that I am going for. So, finally, let's go ahead and find Beatrice here. So, you got Beatrice, and Beatrice is going to be a dark type, and on her true arts, you're going to have You're a Bother, I suppose. Interesting name. 42,000% dark damage magic, high chance of fainting enemy, and reduces enemies' dark and magic resistance by 35% for 15 seconds. And then you have her normal art, Take This, I suppose. She supposes a lot. I see a theme here. 15,000% dark magic, reduces enemy status ailment resistance by 35% for 20 seconds. And then her normal skill is Door Crossing, increases own arts gauge by 10 and recovers own HP by 10%. So there you go on Beatrice. Looking at her stats there, and then her abilities as her passives. Own damage up by 33% times the enemy count that is in status ailments. If user is not in status ailments, equip CT speed 10% up. Ability 2 is going to be Curse Resistance level 3, Curse Time Reduction, and Curse Evasion rate 30% up. And then finally, Skill CT speed up when near death level 3, Skill CT 30% up when near death. So there you go. That is going to be Beatrice. So again, all these characters look pretty fun, look pretty interesting. For me personally, Rem is the star of the show, but I could definitely see people making a case for maybe Amelia or even Ram, but really comes down to what it is you're needing, what it is you're looking for. But beyond all that, let's look at the arguably most exciting part of this. And by the way, this is your login bonus here. So you'll see here that you're going to be able to get 35 crystals, and then of course a unit limit break stone there for the first 5 days. And that is already underway. So make sure you are taking advantage of that. So the most important thing about this whole update, arguably, is what comes later. So we're going to be looking at the rest of this update here, and really what we're looking at as the star of the show is this Forever Summons announcement, but we'll get to that. So first things first, starting on December 15th, we are going to be getting the Santa raid back. Sure, I wish it would have been something a little bit different, but whatever. We're getting Santa again. The Christmas equips are coming back, so yay, more reruns. And then a present from Secret Santa. Looks like that's going to be more crystals, which is always welcome. But going ahead here to January 12th, Forever Summons are back.
Nice.
Now, we don't have any real details on this yet. I'm really hoping that whatever they add in here is going to make everybody happy. I'm hoping that the Knights of Blood are in there. I personally, on a personal level, I would really like to see Cross the Blaze because I want Sistina really, really bad. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to be in here. I know the ninjas should probably be in there, and then probably the Knights of Blood, so we'll see. For those of you who don't know how Forever Summons work, basically every day that you log in during the event time, you'll be able to summon a guaranteed character from that pool, and then be able to either choose it or pass on it. If you choose it and it's the one that you want, then you'll move on and you won't be able to take part anymore. You'll be done with the Forever Summons. So, and then we are getting a 5-star legend ticket update. So we're going to be on February 8th, it looks like, which is the 3rd anniversary giveaway, be getting a new 5-star legend ticket update. So I'm assuming that they are going to be updating the pools, including the legends that you can pick and the equips. So that'll be fun. And then, of course, you'll be able to redeem an ultimate hero. That'll be updated as well. So all those are going to be updated. So that is really exciting. Forever Summons are back. Get hype. All these characters look fun. Again, if you are wanting to kind of get the most bang for your buck on what you have as far as crystals go, I would definitely suggest trying to pinpoint and get Rem. You will be getting a free guaranteed ticket on the first day on Friday to get one of these 4 characters. I hope you get the one that you want, but I just wanted to go ahead and take you guys through this real quick. Again, all this starts at the end of the week. We will be going in on this banner probably on day 1, and I will be posting a video of those polls. But before we end this, I've actually been saving these up. We'll go ahead and do this real quick. I have 5 of the Goblin Slayer crossover summon tickets. So let's go ahead and get shafted before we end this video. And then we'll talk to you guys on Friday, more than likely, for the next one. So let's see what we get. Well, we got 1. We're not gonna get anything. Let's see. Well, we have lightning. I hear that means something. And nothing. Okay, guys. Well, shaft is the shaft. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more King of Fighters content and Grand Summoners content. Also, more Fire Emblem content coming here soon. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.